Hello. So today I have a wedding to go to. My friend is getting married, and so I am getting ready, and so I thought y'all might wanted to join me. So as you can see right now, I've got my charcoal mask on, and I'm fixing to take that off. But before I take that off, I'm going to do my satin lips, and this is a two-piece set. Comes in the scrub and the lip balm, and this feels so awesome. So I've just got just a little bit here, and I'm just going to scrub it on my lips. And then I'm just going to take the tissue and wipe that off. Just like that. So what that's doing, that's scrubbing all the dead skin off of my lips. And it's white tea and citrus, so it kind of tastes good. Go back in and this is one of my favorites. Y'all, this is one of my favorites. Alrighty. So now I've got a bowl of water sitting here and this cloth, and I'm just fixing to take my charcoal mask off. This is the same setup if I was doing a party with you. We would do. So just take my cloth. I'm going to dip it in my warm water right here. I want y'all to see how well this charcoal mask just comes right off. See, I just got a cloth and water and it just comes off that easy. Y'all like my bow? It says Mary Kay on it. See? Get it out of my eyebrows because I'm going to have to do my eyebrows today. Y'all do your eyebrows? I'm not real good at it. I'm still practicing, but we're going to do it today. We're going to get completely ready. Other than my hair. Y'all don't want to see me get all my hair done today. We'll have to do that another time. But hair is not my strong point. Skincare, yes. I love doing skincare. Makeup, I love doing the makeup, picking the colors and all the different things, but hair is not me. So if you have not had a facial with me lately, looks like I got a big mustache right there, don't it? I have the Timewise 3D set. I have the men's skincare set. I have the botanical effects set. I have the Clearproof set if you've got acne. And guess what? I have the Naturally line on its way. And I have samples of the repair set. So if you wanted to do a facial, I'm sure I've got the products for you to try before you buy. so that you can see if you like it or if you don't like it. So y'all, this video is going to be unedited. So whatever happens in it happens. And we will just see how it turns out, okay? One reason why I love doing the charcoal mask, y'all, so the charcoal is going to get into your pores. It's going to open up all those pores. It's going to pull anything that you have out. If you have any blemishes, if you have any blackheads, it's going to pull all of that out. And then it's going to leave your face just so smooth. So the navy bean extracts in it helps to brighten your face and regenerate your skin after you've done all that. Okay? And y'all gonna see me rubbing my lips because I love the way this lip balm feels on my lips. Alright, so do I got it all off? I think I do. Sometimes I leave it on there, but okay, I'm going to be right back. Sorry about all that because I had to plug my phone up. It decided it was going to die too. So I've got all of these cords going around everywhere. So, alright, so I've got my charcoal off and I'm just air drying my face. And I'm sorry I'm not looking directly at y'all. Y'all, like, it's kind of, in order for me to see what I'm doing, I'm looking in the camera, but I'm not looking in the camera eye. So I feel like I'm looking off. So I'm not trying to ignore y'all or have weird connections. I'm just, I told y'all this video is going to be unedited and it's just going to be there. Okay, so we're just going to have to deal with it. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to use is my Timewise day cream. Once you use this charcoal mask, you need to put that moisturizer back in there because you're pulling all of the oil out of your face. And I have super oily face. So, but since I pulled it all out, then you have to have that balance back in there. And you always want to go up and out. Up your neck, out, bring everything out to the side of your face, pull some of those wrinkles out. This is a hard part for me, going up my face. Alright, so y'all see I have the dark circles, right? They're dark and they're puffy all the time. I have to do a whole lot of covering up, so we're going to work on that today as well and show y'all how I cover up my dark circles. So the very first step I'm going to use is my Mary Kay Indulging Eye Gel. This is a very inexpensive thing and I use it every day. So anytime that you put anything on your eyes, you want to make sure you're using your ring finger. And that is because your eyes do not have oil glands. So that's why they're the first things to show the aging. They're the first one to get wrinkles because any pressure that you put on there just makes it that much worse. And so if you're using your ring finger, then you're not putting that much pressure on there because that's the one that has the least amount of pressure in it. Notice that I'm getting in the corners of my eyes because this part right here is always real dark and shadowy as well. So I got in the corners of my eyes, and now I'm just going to kind of let that soak in just a little bit. Usually I put that on before I put my moisturizer on, and then sometimes I forget, just like I did this time, and I forget, and then I have to go back in and put it on. Then I need to let it sit and soak in before I put my eye makeup on. So, and I do not have any foundation on my face just yet, okay? I am going to do my eyes first and then put my foundation on, so I don't have quite so much fallout, and I have a trick for that as well. So okay, so you can tell that my eyes are a little shiny now. The eye gel, I can tell that it's relieving some of the pressure under my eyes. So the next step is my Timewise 3D eye cream. And again, I'm just using a little bit on my ring fingers. And I'm just going to rub that in. Try to remember to look down here at the camera eye. I feel like I'm looking off to the wrong end. Okay, so I've got that in. And instead of using eye primer, I am going to use my concealer on my eyelids. The concealer underneath the color brings out a better pigment of the eyeshadow. So I'm going to conceal my eyes. If you're watching this video, always comment replay for me. That is going to let me know that you've watched it. Anybody who comments that you've watched this video, replay, or hey, I'm watching, or anything like that, then you are going to get into a drawing, and somebody's going to win a free prize from me. Okay, so now I've got my blending sponge, y'all, and I love this because it gets in the corners of my eyes. So I've got my blending sponge, and I'm just blending. And it is a little wet because it tends to blend better when it's damp. Okay. I actually cleaned all of my brushes and everything a while ago before I got started. So I'm just blending that in. And I'm also going to get underneath my eye too, but I put that on top of my foundation. So there we go. And it's just blended in like that. And I am using the Chromafusion eyeshadows. These last for 12 hours. They are life proof. They're work proof. So I love these. A lot of times I can wear these to work, and I can come home and my eyeshadow is still there. Everything else I may have to touch up, but my eyeshadow is still going to be there. Okay, so I'm just using a mini brush. This come in the Christmas set. So the first color I'm going to use today is I think I'm going to use rose gold as my base color, okay? And I'm just patting that on there. Look how pretty that is. So I have a bit of a hooded eye, so I go up. That means you can't hardly see my eyelid when my eyes are open. So I always go up to my eyebrow with my light color just to kind of pull some stuff in. One day we're going to go through all the different eye shapes and show you where the different ways you can do your eyes to help bring out your eyes and not cover them up. So I'm just patting this on. I'm not rubbing. I'm just patting. That's going to help with the fallout. Okay. And I have a tissue down here. I'm just kind of blotting. And I also have my brush cleaner right here. This stuff is amazing. So sometimes I'll spray this on and go right into the next color just because. Okay. So now I think I'm going to go in with Sunlit Rose. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to pat it on my eyes. This one's just going on my eyelid though. Just right here on my eyelid. Like that. And then I'm going to use I like to mix the pinks and the purples. So I think the next one I'm going to use is Sweet Plum. And it's going to go right here about halfway to my eye. And I'm just patting. I'm not going on the inside. If you have dark circles and if you have a dark shadow on your nose, the darker you put your eyeshadow on the inside, the darker your eyes look. Okay? So I am just going right here about halfway across my eye with this color and not going all the way in with my dark color. So this is just the blending brush. Like this. Has the longer bristles on it. So I'm just going to make sure I don't have any harsh lines anywhere. Like that. And you also can see that I don't have a whole lot of fallout on my eyes because I'm patting instead of rubbing. Okay. I'm gonna get out a line right there. All right. So then I'm going to go back in with this brush right here. See how it's slanted? It's a crease brush. And I think I'm going to put Merlot. It's a deep purple. And I'm going to do right in my crease, okay? And I'm going to put the long bristles in. Just like that. and follow my crease just to highlight that a little bit. I'm going to do the same thing over here on this eye. And I always smudge it on that side. For some reason, I always smudge it right there. So I'm just going to kind of blend it. Just like that. And that takes care of the harsh line. I'm trying to stay right in my crease so I'm not getting it all over my eyes. And then I'm going to go back in on the top. Let me see. What do I want to get that off with? I'm going to have to get that off because I've smudged it right there. So I'll end up getting that off here in just a second. So I'm going to go back in on my top and put gold status on my top over that rose gold. Okay? And I want y'all to see the difference that it's going to make on my eyes. So right now you can tell there's a little bit of shimmer on the top of my, up to my brow bone. And that just is going to brighten it up a whole lot right there with gold status. I love gold status. I think I might have a little bit of a problem. I love eyeshadow. Like, I've almost got the whole entire set of the Chromafusion, and I love mixing the eyeshadows. That's one of my favorite things. So now the top is brightened and shimmery. And I'm going to go back in with another blender brush and just kind of blend that. Make sure my whole eye is blended. No lines anywhere. Nothing outside where it's not supposed to be. Okay. And I'm just taking my wet cloth right here and I'm just kind of cleaning this up. So if you don't have your makeup on already, you don't have your foundation on already, then you can do that. You can take a wet cloth and just kind of wipe it away. If you got your makeup on though, you don't need to do that because then you have to do your makeup over again. So that's just a little trick. So right now, I like my eyes. I'm not going to put my eyeliner on because I'll smudge it when I put my under eye corrector on. Okay, so I'll go back to my eyes, but right now my eyeshadow is on. So the next thing I'm using is my foundation primer. Y'all, if you don't use this already, oh my gosh. So what this is going to do is going to help my foundation to stay. It's going to help fill in some of the fine lines and wrinkles on my face so that my foundation doesn't look cakey or out of place. So since I put my moisturizer on a good bit ago, it is good and set into my face. And that's what you want to do. You want to let your moisturizer set in and then put your foundation on. Okay? It's going to work a whole lot better for your skin. And y'all, my face just feels so awesome. I love my charcoal mask. I love it. Alright. So now I've got that on. I'm using the liquid foundation. This is the matte. And this is the Beige 210. So I love this stuff. It goes on so well. And I've got a liquid foundation brush. You can see how it's tapered right there. And this just, I love this, okay? And I am putting it directly on the brush. Another thing with your foundation primer, you don't have to use near as much foundation. So when you put your foundation on, you want to start in the middle, and I just kind of dab it everywhere on my face. Start in the middle and pull out. And this is with any foundation that you use. Start in the middle and pull out, because more than likely you're going to want more coverage in the center of your face. And you're going to need more coverage on your nose, on your forehead. And pull it out. You're not going to need near as much out there by your ears. So I am avoiding my eyes because I've already put my eyeshadow on. I'm cleaning up any outside messes. And just putting it on, rub it in. This video is going to end up being a little long, y'all, but it's going to be worth it in the end. I love doing these. I love doing videos. So remember, if you're watching, comment that you've watched the video, and you're going to be put into a drawing for a free product. Who doesn't like free product, right? And y'all, I can teach you how to do your face as well. I can pick the colors for you. When we do a color consultation, I don't actually do your face. You do your face with my techniques that I have learned, and so that I get to pass them on to you. How awesome is that? All right. So right now, my face is looking pretty good. My foundation is well blended. Okay, so you still see under my eyes right here, you still see the dark circles. Okay, this foundation is awesome. This is the best coverage we got. And so they're not near as dark, but they're still dark. Okay, and I'm going to get right here in my nose, just like that. Kind of brush out my brows. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is my eyebrows. Okay, and I've got the eyebrow brush right here. This is a Mary Kay brush. Just kind of brush them, make sure they're all going the same way. Just like that. So now I have a brow liner. And y'all, doing my brows kind of scares me. So I'm going to have to get real close to the camera so that I can see what I'm doing. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to taper them off. Right there. It's not wanting to do. Hold on. Okay. So if you hold your pencil up at your nose like this and diagonal, so right here, I want my brows to end right here. And then right through the center of my pupil is going to be my arch. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of go through right there. And then I want my brows, this side, to end right there. That's my pencil, and it's going back through the center of my pupil. Okay. So right here's my arch that I want. And I want these to end right there. And I'm just kind of drawing that with the pencil. And then I'm just kind of filling in like that. Okay, so can you tell the difference in the eyes and the eyebrows? That's why you do your eyes. That's why you do your brows, because there is a big difference right there. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to hold the pencil up right here, and I'm going to end them right here, and then go through my pupil. So I'm going to end them right here, and then my arch. See how I'm kind of going through my pupil right here from the tip of my nose? So my arch. So they're not twins. They're not going to look the same. They are sisters. Okay. So right there's my arch. And so I'm just going to kind of fill it all in. Just like that. And I am using light brown eye tint. And then here is my volumizing brow tint. Okay, so it comes in this little bitty applicator like that, and you just brush through it, and this is going to make them look a little fuller. So if you've got thin eyebrows, I'm going to say you need the volumizing brow tint. And I don't use a whole lot of it. I just put just a little bit in there, and I'm going to take my bigger brush and just kind of sweep back through, and they're all going in the same way. Make sure nothing's globbed or anything like that. Okay, so there's my eyebrows. And y'all, I don't usually do my eyebrows because I don't want that part of my face just standing out. But since I'm going to the wedding, and you know, we're going to do it. Okay, so there's my eyebrows. The next thing I'm going to do, now I love this stuff. So this is the under eye corrector. When you have dark circles down here, then you have you need to use the under eye corrector because it has the peach color tone